Hi everybody, it's Vicki Kinner, Independent Scentsy Superstar Consultant, and today I want to talk to you about the Scentsy Opportunity. So I hope you're sitting back, get all relaxed and comfy, and I'm going to tell you about what I do. So I'll start with my Scentsy story. So I originally started out buying Scentsy. I had been buying Scentsy for a few years and I really love the product. My first scent that I fell in love with was called Skinny Dipping, and it was like a tropical scent. So good. And I think it was called like Paradise Punch or something like that. It was another like tropically fruit punchy type of scent. It was delish, right? So I bought Scentsy for a long time. And then I had a boutique at my house, kind of like a craft fair at my house. And my Scentsy consultant showed up, and I ended up signing up because she was like, well, you know, you keep ordering from me, you might as well, you know, be a consultant and get your stuff free and half price. And I was like, well, that makes sense. So I ended up joining just to feed my Scentsy habit, but I really didn't know much about the business side of Scentsy. I knew the products, but I didn't know about the business side. So it turned out that my sponsor was a bummer. She didn't help me with anything. She didn't do much, didn't answer any questions. So what I did, because I wanted to learn it and I got really interested in the business aspect of it. So what I did was I went on YouTube and I looked up a bunch of different people, and I ended up finding someone named Jackie Duran, who's now a friend of mine, and I loved her video. So I watched a couple more and I love those. So I went back and I watched from her very first video up to the present day. And I learned a ton, and I started growing my team. And so that's pretty much how I learned. And then I joined a mastermind and was taught a bunch of stuff. So I have a lot of social media knowledge that I've learned, and business knowledge. And I ended up making like awesome friends, and I had a blast. And I work nights. I was working last year 5 to 7 nights a week, usually 6 or 7. Very rarely would I work 5. And I was getting kind of burned out. My job is not my happy place. It's not what I'm passionate about. It's a bit soul sucking, if I'm going to be honest. But it pays the bills, and I have good benefits. So for right now, I'm doing both. But I don't get out much. I work nights, so it's like, am I going to take a night off work to go out with the girls, right? And I have 2 kids. I have 2 teenage daughters. So with Scentsy, I'll get calls like, hey, you want to meet up for coffee and bring the testers? And I'm like, yeah. So I end up getting together with friends, and it's super fun, right? And I actually have more of a social life, and the people that I've met in Scentsy have become like my really, really good friends. I talk to them all the time. I have friends all over the world. I have friends in Australia, New Zealand. I have friends in England. And so it's amazing. Scentsy is all over the world, and it's just a fabulous company. And, you know, you would think that there would be like that competition between us, but there's not. Like, we cheer each other on. It's amazing. It's so fun. My friends really support me, and I support them, and it's just fantastic. I love it. And so then I started realizing that, wow, like I can make a good paycheck. So I started paying bills with it and doing fun things with the kids. And now I'm down to working 5 nights a week. Rarely do I work 6. I work 5 nights a week at my other job, so I have more time with my family, which is awesome. And I'm still, you know, able to use the money for bills and stuff. It's awesome. So I love it. I love it. I don't know if you can see it in my face. I glow. I swear, It's so much fun. And so now that's pretty much, you know, where my why went. It was like, it's fun, I'm enjoying it. And then now my why has changed again, because remember, when I first joined, it was to get my stuff free and half price. But now I'm like, I really love this. And there's people that I know that them and their husbands stay home and work Scentsy full time. And they're doing very well. And I'm like, wow, you mean to tell me I can do this for like a living? I'm like that's what my goal is. My goal is to retire early. I'm 46. I know I look 26, right? I'm 46. So it's time to start thinking about what I'm going to do with retirement. And I don't want to work on the docks, driving a truck till I'm 70. I don't want to do that. It's not what makes me happy. Other people love it. I'm grateful for the job. I have some amazing friends there, but it's not what fills my soul. Scentsy fills my soul. I love being an entrepreneur and having my own business and working it my own way. So that's my future goal with Scentsy, is to stay in it, you know, and keep going and keep promoting, and, you know, eventually be able to retire early and just work Scentsy like forever, because it's so fun, right? Like, I'm picturing myself getting together with my girls, all of us with blue hair, you know, my you know, older lady friends, and having coffee, you know, or, you know, some cocktails, and smelling Scentsy testers. That just sounds awesome to me. It sounds phenomenal. So that's my future goal. But that brings me into like ways of selling Scentsy. A lot of people say, oh, well, I'm not a salesperson. I'm not a salesperson. I'm not either. I just share it. The product is so good. The scents are so amazing. They literally sell themselves, but your job is to put them under the noses of other people, because they can't sell if you're not showing them to people. So it's like, okay, I'm going to a barbecue. Let me bring my testers and let people smell them. I'm getting together with my friends. Hey, you know, let me bring my testers and let them smell them. And before you know it, people just fall in love with the product. I had a lot of friends that first purchased from me kind of as a favor. Like, they're like, oh, I'll buy from you to help you out. And now they're like, girl, I am almost out of bars. I need to place an order like ASAP. They're like addicted to it, because, you know, you get used to your house smelling so good, right? Because when you walk into someone's house, what is the first thing you notice? The smell. If it's funky, you're like, oh boy. Ugh. Especially if they invite you over for dinner, you're like, okay. You know, but when you walk into someone's house and it smells clean and inviting and it just smells good, it just automatically makes you feel welcome and happy to be there and all of that. And that's, you know, I like people coming into my house and smelling that. I have a ton of cats. I have 7 cats. I have 7. So you know, I'm always worried about my house being stinky. No matter how many times you clean that litter box, a cat is a cat and it smells like a cat. And so you walk into my house and you don't smell that. You smell blueberry cheesecake or butter pecan or something like that. You don't even smell the cats. I've actually had people see a cat and be like, oh, I didn't even know you had cats. And I'm like, first of all, get your life right. How do you not know that I have cats? Second of all, I'm like, that's pretty awesome. You know, that means they can't smell cat. So I love that. And the UPS guy, when he comes to drop off my package, he's always saying that he could smell my house from the street. That's because I put a lot on. I like it really, really, really like strong. I love it. You don't have to have it that strong. I like it that strong because remember, 7 cats. So, but like if you have dogs, or if you have bunny rabbits or ferrets or cats, or if you have babies with stinky diapers, like, you need Scentsy. You need Scentsy. It's amazing. These room sprays, you put them in the bathroom, no odor at all. It's like cinnamon, apples and cinnamon. It's amazing, right? Okay, so like people love it. And so I have, you know, most of the people I work with on the docks are guys. And so people are like, oh, well, it's a girl thing. No, I have like, I'd say probably about 40% of my customers, which is a lot for home decor and fragrance, about 40% are guys. They love the room spray. They love the scents. They love it. They love it. And we have stuff for your car. We have scent packs you can put in your stinky gym bag. My daughter, when she was in high school, used to like, we have these little travel tins, and they have like a gel in them, kind of like the old lip glosses, the little metal tins. And she used to put that in her gym locker, so her gym locker would smell good. Like, this stuff is amazing. People love it. So, the ways of selling it, let me get back on point. The ways of selling it is different for everyone. I like to do home parties, but mostly I sell at work because I work with a lot of people. So that's where most of my customers come from. I know people who do a ton of home parties. I know people that do a ton of events and they rock out events. I do not do events. I don't enjoy them. Other people love them and they do really, really, really well. Another thing is a mobile party. We call it a pouch party. Basically, you put testers and order forms and some catalogs in there, maybe some small little things like a room spray, and a hostess. It's just as if they had a party at their house. They get the same rewards, but they take the bag and they show their friends and family and they collect orders and they get the same benefits as if they had a whole party at their house. It's super easy. It's kind of the way to go, right? Another super easy way is Facebook parties. We can literally do a 30-minute Facebook party and the hostess will get the same rewards as if they had a party at their house, but yet they didn't have to do anything. They just have to invite people and let people know what's going on. And that's pretty much, you know, it. I do all the work and it's so fun. And it's a half hour. Like, people are busy, but they have time for a half-hour party if they want to order something, right? So there's lots of ways to sell this stuff. And you don't have to be a push marketer. We don't even encourage that. Okay? It's about sharing your love for the product. And I love this product. So that is the ways to share. So one of the things I want to show you is I want to show you the Join Starter Kit. It's $99, but if you see here, hold on, you get all your business supplies, okay? You also get a bunch of our product. See all the products? This stuff is worth more, a lot more than $99. So even if you try it and you decide it's not for you, you still got the kit, right? So you didn't throw your money away. But chances are you're going to love it, because once you sit down with this bag of testers, you're going to be like, oh my gosh, this stuff is amazing. And then you show your friends and they're going to be like, oh my God, I need to order now. Okay? So this stuff is awesome. And most people like home fragrance. Not everybody, but most people. And so it's not very hard to sell. It's just sharing it. It's just showing it to people. Another thing I want to talk about is, you know, if you're joining Scentsy, you want to know a little bit about the company and what they stand for. I'm going to read you their mission statement because I think it says a lot about the company. And it says, the Scentsy mission is to bring value to the world by providing an industry-leading, family-friendly business opportunity, selling creative, artistic, high-quality products that warm the heart, enliven the senses, and inspire the soul. And they are all about giving more than they take. It's all about generosity and authenticity and being a good person. The CEOs of the company, in 2003, they actually bought the company from two ladies that were sister-in-laws, Colette and Kara. The husband of the couple that bought the company Orville. He was always an entrepreneur, and he was selling like ShamWows and little video game controllers and stuff like that. And he was at an event, and he was taking a break, and he was sitting on a bench, and he met the girls, and you know, they decided to do a swap of product. So Orville was able to bring home a Scentsy warmer to his wife, Heidi, who's amazing, and she loved it. They were like, this is it. This is what we got to do. So they ended up buying the company, but Kara and Colette are still part of Scentsy, and it's still like a family. And they started out literally in a shipping container. They were pouring and packaging up these bars, the wax bars, in a shipping container. And now we're this huge company who have now partnered with Disney to make a Disney collection. And if you know anything about Disney, they are super protective of their licensing. They're very protective of their licensing. And so you know Scentsy's a good company if they're going to partner with them. And the cool thing is, what I love is that Scentsy is so family friendly, and it's just a genuine good company, and it makes me happy to work for them and to have my own business as a Scentsy consultant. It really does. It has brought me so much joy. And another thing it has brought me is a free trip. Yes, they have what's called incentive trips, and literally anyone can earn these trips. Maybe not the first one, maybe not the second one. I earned the first one. I was only with Scentsy like a year, and I earned a trip for 2 on a brand new cruise liner, the Symphony of the Seas, through Europe. I earned a balcony suite for my daughter and myself, and I was so excited because I've been to Europe when I was in the Navy, but never in my wildest dreams did I think as a single mom I could take my daughter to Spain and France and Italy on a cruise ship, okay? I mean, that is a dream that I've always had, and it was a trip of a lifetime. I made so many memories with my daughter, and I had to work really hard to get that trip. Not everybody earns it, and this current one, I have friends that have earned this. They're going to San Marco Island in Florida next year, and I don't think I'm on the track to earning this one, but that's okay. Like, next year's a whole nother trip. I'm gonna still keep working hard, and I will earn more trips. I will. But literally, you can earn it as a new person to being at the top of the company, because we all have the same opportunities, and it's amazing. It's so cool the way they have it set up. It's really available to everyone. It's not like, oh, that's for those people. No, it's for everybody. It's literally for everybody. And if you don't earn it, that's okay, because the next year there's going to be another trip, so you have another chance. And so that's really something that a lot of people love, and I do too, because I don't have money to go on trips. And even if I had the money to go on trips, as a single mom, do you think I would actually go on trips? No, I'd pay bills with them. I wouldn't go on a trip. But when you earn a trip, you're like, I will be packing my bags. So it gets me out of that just being home and working and bills and blah, 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 and into like this happy life. And I simply love it. So I want to talk to you about the join opportunity. If you're 18 and over, I would love for you to join. And I would love for you to join under me, but I would love for you to join. It's a great company. The cool thing about Scentsy, whereas a lot of other direct sales companies, they sell things like jewelry or, you know, just like leggings and stuff like that. Well, it's like, okay, once you have so many leggings, how many more leggings do you need? Or, you know, I like jewelry a little bit, but like, how much do I really need? With Scentsy, you have a warmer and you go through your wax, you want more wax. You have a room spray. When that room spray is gone, you want more room spray. So it's a consumable product. So when people buy from you, they're probably going to want to buy again, right? So the join the join special, join thing right now is $99, like I said, plus tax and shipping. The product that you get is well over that amount. So you're already doing great. If you join under me, I have a team page and we totally help each other. You wouldn't just be on your own, like, oh gosh, here's my kit. Now what, right? I would be helping you. Wouldn't be pushing you, because the way I see it is we all want something different. Some people want it to be a hobby. Some people want it to be a full-time thing like I do. And some people just want to take orders for themselves. You know, so everybody runs their business their way, which is amazing. But I would definitely be there to help you and inspire you and motivate you and teach you things. So you would never be alone in Scentsy, ever. Okay? And the team, we have a lot of fun. I have a lot of girls that are local, and, you know, we try to get together once a month and we do like a training. And just this past weekend, on Saturday, we had an ugly Christmas sweater party, which was so fun. It was a potluck and everybody brought something, and it's a lot of fun. I love it. It's super fun. Excuse me. So I would love for you to join. I'm going to put the link below, but if you have any questions, please, please ask, because I want this to be right for you. I want you to enjoy it. Nobody benefits if you're not enjoying it. If you don't, enjoy something, you shouldn't do something. So I want this to be what you want for yourself. And I will help you and guide you and cheer you on. I will be your biggest cheerleader. And so I'll put the link below. And if you have questions, please do not hesitate to ask. I am here for you. And I hope you join my team. That would be fantastic. Anyway, I hope you have a wonderful day. Right now it's the 17th, 18th of December. So Christmas and all of that is right around the corner. So have a wonderful holiday. And I will talk to you later. Bye.